So now we're going to talk about email etiquette, and people violate this all the time. So taking a few minutes to watch this video is really going to serve you well in life because you want to present yourself in the best manner possible, and you don't want to look like you're an idiot. You don't want to you don't want to like offend people. You want to have friends with people and be friends with people, and you want to make people think that you're professional and that you're intelligent. And so these rules are really going to keep you safe. So we're going to go through these rules, and then for this assignment, you're going to submit the rules that you've violated recently, and so that's, you'll type that in. I've violated these rules recently, and so that will be like a check to you to get those get your actions in order so that you could be more professional and appear more intelligent and be more successful in life. So the first thing you want to do is include a clear, direct subject line. And so you want to make sure your subject line is clear and direct. And you want to use a professional email address. So again, using a good email provider like Gmail signals something to people. Don't use AOL, Hotmail, or Yahoo. And don't use an email address like love to69 at AOL.com. People are just going to think that you're mixing a little bit, you're sharing a little bit too much private information in public. Think twice before hitting reply all. So if you get an email that's like to your entire department, don't hit reply all. If you just need to respond to your boss or one other person, just respond to those people. So you don't want to send emails to people where it's not relevant for them. And email is not a forum for discussions of hot topics. And so, you don't want to get into some sort of battle discussing a topic via email because a lot gets lost when it's only text. So we'll see this in a second, but if you're going to have some kind of a topic which could be contentious, discuss that in person so that you could show up, you could look the person in the eye, and you could bring some humor and levity and gentleness and friendliness, which is really hard to convey with just text, right? So if it's a hot topic, discuss it in person. So only send emails to people who need the information. Do the people you're emailing really need the information you have to share? Like, don't email people stuff they don't need. Like, life is too busy. Like, don't send them stuff they don't need. If they want to waste time, they could go on Facebook and see all kinds of stuff. But don't email information to people if they don't need it. And don't forward stupid crap. So I get this email from my friend from high school like every Friday. Have a great weekend, y'all. Too many exclamation points. Have a fun, wet weekend, everyone, right? And I just think, man, this guy, he never learned that he shouldn't be doing this stuff. And then when I open it up, it's just like pictures of dogs and cats. It's like, okay, so this isn't like 1998 anymore. The internet is not just brand new. And, I don't need this stuff. It's a little bit amusing, but mostly it just tells me that this guy hasn't learned better yet. Nobody took the time to teach him. And I feel embarrassed. I don't want to school him because we're not close enough. It's just an old high school friend. So don't forward stupid crap. Never send emails about subjects which could lead to disagreement. When in doubt, don't email and talk to the person instead. Include a signature block in your email. So you could see mine right here. Here's my signature block, right? And so in Google, to create a signature block, you go to Settings, and inside Settings, you come in here, and then there's some place down here at the bottom, there's my signature block right there. And so I just put my signature block in, and that gets added to all of my emails that I send. So that's where you add your signature block. I went here, and I went to Settings to get there. So make sure that you do that. What else is next? Use professional salutations. So, when you're going to email people, make sure your salutation is professional. And, I've got an example of that right here. Let's see. There we go. Hello, Miss, Doctor, Mr., Doctor, and Doctor, colon, right? And so there's an example of that being a professional salutation. And also, it's more and more common to include, after a conversation gets going, just to include the content of the message. You don't need any salutation, and you don't need any sign-off. It's just, here's the message, right? So that becomes common after the first exchange, has occurred. Hello, hi, right? And then after that, no hello, no hi. Use exclamation points sparingly. So, do not use all caps. That's equivalent to shouting. Be cautious with humor, because everybody's got a different sense of humor, and humor can sometimes go into the category of inappropriate. Know that people from different cultures speak and write differently. So again, just be real direct, real clear, non-contentious topics. That's what email's for. Give those who have written you an email the benefit of the doubt. So if somebody does something which is inappropriate, don't fire back via email and be inappropriate also. Don't stoop to their level. They haven't learned better. You are now learning better. So, just respond to them in person, talk to them in person, or, give them the benefit of the doubt and say, I think what, you're asking for is, and just be polite and cordial. It's really what you want to go for, is that professional tone. So give people the benefit of the doubt. Reply to your emails. So always reply to all of your emails, even if the email wasn't intended for you. Recently, I've been getting flight itineraries for some guy named Todd McLeod in Australia. Some travel agency sending them to me. So I'm like, I think this is intended for some other Todd McLeod. So I respond to those. But reply to all your emails. Proofread every message. Never cuss in emails, right? Just proofread. Make sure there's no spelling errors. Again, you want to come off as intelligent and professional. Add the email address last. So compose your email, right? Come in here and hit compose. And I'm going to compose my email. Hello, dear. Hello, Bob. Whatever, Bob. Hello, James. And then I'll compose my email, right? And when I'm all done, I'll come up here and I'll add the email address I want to send it to. And the reason I do that last is because I don't want to accidentally click send when I'm composing it and be like, oh crap, that's not what I wanted to send. So add the email address last. Double check that you've selected the correct recipient, that you're sending it to the right person. And keep your fonts classic. Don't get all funky with the fonts. And keep tabs on your tone, so professional, polite, courteous. Know that nothing's confidential in emails, so write accordingly. Email's not private. Never send emails about content which you wouldn't want documented and made public, right? Like how many politicians have recently got themselves in hot water because of that. And always err on the side of discretion, kindness, and decency. So discretion means sharing less instead of more, kindness, and decency. And don't send, by the way, while we're talking about it, don't send pictures of yourself which are compromising or which you wouldn't want others to see. Don't take nude selfies and email those or text those, sext those with people. That's just going to come back and bite you in the long run. Even if you feel like I've got this great relationship with this person, believe me, 50% of marriages end in divorce, right? And so everything, half of relationships go south. Even ones people are highly confident are awesome. So confident they'll get married, half those go south. So don't send naked selfies of yourself to other people. There's a gal in Italy who did that, and it ended up causing her a lot of strife. And so it's you could Google Italy is the camera on, I think, and you could read about her. Is the camera on? Hey John, I'm good. Maybe that's not it. Are you recording? Maybe that was it. Are you recording? Anyhow, point being, don't do that. All right, so it's a little bit on email etiquette.